Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Birthright coverage as we work our way through the major deities. So today we're taking a look at Nesirie, and she is an intermediate goddess. Now if you're seeing it on the YouTube channel, just keep in mind we do have this series in particular as part of our early access content on Patreon. So most of these types of videos will be out like a week or two before they actually hit the channel. So if you're looking for some early access to things, but also a soon-to-be increasing library of sort of just Patreon-specific content for Birthright, that's a great reason to join, and among other things too, get on our Discord community, etc. So go check that out. There'll be a link at the end of the video as well. But let's jump in here. So she is neutral good. As you might suspect here, sort of her areas dealing with the seas and grief, and her symbol's pretty cut and dry here, so waves and a trident. So she is the patroness of mariners and explorers. So when we get into the Birthright here very soon, you'll see a lot about her. She inherited Masala's power after that goddess perished, but their people, the Masatians, passed into history in a few short centuries following the War of Shadow. She mourns for them still, and any who know grief can call on her. And as we saw in the previous video, she is the wife of Halen. So she frequently roams the coastal waters and windswept bays of Nesirie, appearing as a beautiful girl in diaphanous robes, surrounded by waves that answer her unspoken commands. She avoids combat when in her avatar form, but if pressed, she could fight as a 14th level priest, and here's the fun part, commands anywhere from 2 to 5 water elementals of max hit dice, strength, and loyalty. So if you're really going to try and engage with her, you're going to have to deal with all those things as well. Unlike a lot of the other gods, it doesn't mention any specific high-level gear for her, but certainly you could probably figure out a few things if needed just to make her a little bit more deadly as well. So her priesthood is pretty interesting here. It's a minor faith, but it's popular with folk who live on or near the sea, as well as individuals who feel they've suffered great losses in life. Now, unlike the followers of Halen and some of the other gods, few of her priests are interested in political power, right? You don't really see a bazillion different sects all kind of vying for power, political power that is, like you do with Halen, but that can also be a nice change of pace. So we see some of the requirements here, basically just wisdom is the main requirement, and some of the weapons that they get here. So then get some interesting abilities here. So water breathing or water walking once per day. Level 5 you get solid fog once per day, and level 9 free action as per ring of free action. Normal turn undead abilities. So each of these gods have some interesting, unique sort of priest and paladin kits, which again just lets you customize a little bit further. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of difficulty sometimes in depending on what edition you're playing. If you're playing in second like this, obviously no problems. But if you're running this as a 5th ed game, then you're going to have to obviously do a little bit of work just to make all this kind of fit smoothly, but also not make anything overpowered. But a little bit of prep work doesn't really detract from being able to make these still unique and flavorful as they should be in the campaign setting. And then her paladins here specifically, though, are always female. They share the granted powers of the priesthood, but they cannot, under any circumstance, summon a warhorse. So, again, it's kind of cool because there are some, advantages with a lot of these gods, but then some drawbacks here as well, like we saw with Kuraykin. Well, they can't turn undead, so even the priests. So that's a quite a big departure, right? But that being said, as militant as those guys are, they can just destroy undead by fighting them. Anyway. But for her, her priesthood here, so no warhorse for the paladins, and then some unique abilities, obviously kind of water-related and things like that for the priesthood. So let us know what you think of Nesirie and how that's worked into your campaigns, if at all, and how you maybe would put this into a campaign as far as either her priesthood, the paladins, where you might find her religion, and if you've maybe had an encounter where you actually encountered her avatar and how that worked. So let us know in the comments, guys. Again, we'll be seeing a lot more of her, too, again, when we get to the Birthright here very soon, as we jump into a whole new chapter of Birthright content. But let us know your thoughts, comments, like, subscribe. And then, again, if you want access to videos like this a little bit early, take a look at our Patreon. And, again, we'll have some unique Birthright content up there as well very soon. So thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.